MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Noah Syndergaard gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Stepping into the box, Scott Kingery, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's just 2 for 9. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Kingery gets his lead at first, nobody out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, this team has to be hoping that Michael Franco can get some of his mojo back. I mean, talk about a rough season. His batting average is sort of an eyesore right now. He just hasn't put it together all season long, and it's become somewhat of a topic of discussion around this team.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. First swings for him in this one, with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch is high. The throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Now a spin and a throw back to second. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. 2 out, nobody on. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3. He loses him on ball 4.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he fouls this one off. A runner on first with 2 away. fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Phillies strand 1, and now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Jake Arrieta will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Of course the crowd is going to get on him a little bit here, but I find it hard to believe there was any intention there. Bottom of the first, you never want to dig yourself a hole on the mound just to send a message.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Tapped out in front of home. And that's out number 1. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matty, I've been very impressed with Asdrubal Cabrera. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
So digging in now, Michael Conforto. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Cabrera leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Here's Jay Bruce now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Arrieta, a 32-year-old veteran. He was a 5th-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Missed with a slider. And that one just missed outside.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Now a swing and a miss at the hard sinker, and they're back to even 2-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And there's a swing and a miss by Bruce as he set down on strikes, 2 away.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Coming to the plate now, Wilmer Flores. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Not close. It's 2-0.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
The 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Arrieta sets. 3-0 on its way. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Here's Adrian now. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. First pitch on its way. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And the runners will stay put here on ball 1. 2 out, bases loaded. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Plouffe is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Mets leave them loaded. We are still scoreless. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Aaron Altair. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. Not great. He's 1 for 8. First delivery to him on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
Stepping up to the plate, Michael Franco. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Syndergaard, or Thor as he's often known, he was selected in the first round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
The 1-1 is strike 2, swinging.
2 strikes.
And a fastball just a bit up.
2-2.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. J.P. Crawford will be next. He's set. Here's the 3-2. A little bouncer. That veers foul, so they'll do it again on 3-2.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
The next 3-2. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Altair at second. Franco on at first with nobody out.
That's a ball.
Ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's focus on Adrian Gonzalez, one of the best in the business at first base. The ability to bail his infielders out time and time again with soft hands and pickability.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jorge Alfaro. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
High in the air out to center field. Nimmo moves over. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Now at the plate, Jake Arrieta. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Bruce. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. A run, a hit, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Phillies lead it 1-0. So stepping in, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Travis d'Arnaud.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
The windup and the 0-1. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Travis d'Arnaud with an even 2-2 count now. The 2-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Still even at 2-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
The 2-2 one more time. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Outside in a full count, 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. On the season, he's hitting just over .290 coming into action here. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Full count now, 3-2.
3-2.
Three-two pitch. Line drive to left. Klute is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
In now, Noah Syndergaard. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. To first, gloved by Santana, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. We've played 2 full. It's the Phillies 1 and the Mets nothing. Now at the plate, Scott Kingery. He singled to open up the ball game.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat, an opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the third. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him, but he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
Into the box, Nick Williams. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. Oh, he's able to get a glove on that one. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now.
Now batting, left fielder.
Ready for another chance? Trevor Plouffe. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set and the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1 home. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Working for the punch out and the offering, and it's fouled away. Kingery stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. On deck, Carlos Santana. Now the 3-2 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
So now Carlos Santana, as he'll take a look at ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. On On the ground now for Adrian over at first. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. One left for Philadelphia, but they lead it 1-0. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Hit hard on the ground to second, and Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Tapper up the line, but that one rolls foul. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit to short. And now from the air, a jump throw. On to first, and they get the double play.
Now batting, left fielder.
Boy, and that's a great play there at short. He's forced to go to the backhand and then pivot on that right leg to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look easy. That's one you could definitely launch into right field if you're not under control.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Conforto behind a ball and 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. Hard sinker misses, 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They still trail 1-0. Digging in, Aaron Altair. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The next 1-2 pitch. To short. Rosario brings it in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Third baseman number 8, Miguel Franco.
Now at the plate, Miguel Franco reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. 50th pitch of the game on its way. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. One out, nobody on. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. It's 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. It's the Phillies 1 and the Mets nothing. Now in the box, Jay Bruce. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Jay Bruce.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is gone. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce. Home run number 16 for him on the year as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer.
And he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 11 home runs and 37 RBIs. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hard hit ball to second. Kingery's there on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Number 23, first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez.
Here's Adrian now. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Fouled off. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. From the belt, kicks and deals. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Runners on the move for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
That very well could have been a hit-run play, but that pitch was so far out of the zone, it really made it hard for the hitter to make any contact. Kind of left his teammate hung out to dry.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. 2-2 to the Mets catcher. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. We played 4, all even at 1 apiece. Stepping up now, Jorge Alfaro. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Jorge Alfaro.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
Yeah, Matty, executing a game plan to a T. Both guys with big power arms, establishing the fastball, and then using their off speed to get these guys and keep them honest.
You know what, Dero, in the day and age where we're seeing a lot of high-scoring games, it's kind of refreshing to see two pitchers on point like they are in this one. Runs going to be at a premium. Both these guys look super locked in.
I got to count 1 and 2.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
2 strikes.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
3-2 pitch. Seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
At the plate, Jake Arrieta. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Now a bunt attempt here, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
And in steps Scott Kingery.
Nope, that's a
A
ball.
ball and no strikes. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Alfaro, the runner at second with 1 away.
That's a
And he
ball.
lays off for a ball. 2-1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Lined into right, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Hey, I can't fault the pitcher right now, but he better make an adjustment. This guy came into the game ice cold, but after 3 knocks, to give him another chance to beat you seems foolish.
Up next will be Nick Williams as he puts it on the ground to third. Flores has to hurry, and indeed he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
0-1. Here it comes. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Ready on 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Still 1-2. Here's another 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 2 and the Mets 1. Next up from New York, Ahmed Rosario hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Ahmed Rosario.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Missed with a slider.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. A payoff pitch one more time. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So striding forward now, Noah Syndergaard comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Hit on the ground toward the left. Bronco fields it cleanly, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Coming to the plate now, Asdrubal Cabrera. Last time through was a base hit. First delivery to him on the way. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Two out, nobody on. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. As Dribble Cabrera ahead in a 3-1 count now.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And this is fouled at the plate. Now the 3-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Once again a 3-2.
Center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Into the box, Brandon Nimmo. He was a double play victim last time around. First pitch on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
The 1-0. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Right to him. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Mets leave one. They're down 2-1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Santana. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Santana waiting on a 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Lays off. 2-2 now. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now. 3-2. Aaron Altair is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
In now, Aaron Altair. Popped him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Third baseman, number 8, Michael Franco.
At the plate, Michael Franco. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And that one just missed outside. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Hit on the ground out to short. Rosario's got it. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Phillies down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. At the plate, Michael Conforto. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Michael Conforto.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the 1-0 is taken down and in for a ball.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter, Jay Bruce. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Check swing called strike. 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1. The 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Hard hit to first. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but one ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
Into the box, Wilmer Flores. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. That's inside. 2-0. Two balls and a strike now.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Arrieta gets the sign. Here's the 2-1. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
And a 2-2 sinker falls in there. 3-2 now. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you are a monster.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Mets go down quickly. They still trail it here 2-1. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Jacob Rain is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
35, Jacob Rain.
Standing in, J.P. Crawford. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heat.
Ball 1. The 1-1. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Now at the plate, Jorge Alfaro. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Crawford aboard here at first with nobody out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 coming. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Now another 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. He'll enter play down at an even 240 for the year. 1 home run and 23 driven in. In there, 1-1.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. Here now the 2-2. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
In now, Scott Kingery. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is in the air out to right field. Bruce has a read on it. 1 away. And they're not going to get him at third as the throw by Bruce comes in too late.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Stepping in, Nick Williams. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off. 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Pulled toward right center field.
Nimmo in pursuit.
And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Standing in now, Trevor Plouffe. 1-0 the count. Second and third here, 1 man out. Here's a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss.
I got to count 1-2.
The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. And the slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. The 2-2. Into right center field, and this ball's going to get down, a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. The run scores from second. It's 6-1.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Gerson Bautista will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Here's Carlos Santana now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
I got 2-1 the count.
Now the 2-1. Runners off for second. Popped him up. Flores in foul ground, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for Philadelphia, center fielder, Aaron Altair.
Into the box now, Aaron Altair. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and a strike to count. Four runs here in this half inning. One and one to Aaron Altair. The 1-1. Taken on the outside corner for strike two. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Phillies 6 and the Mets 1. Vince Velasquez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Here's Adrian now. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He brings a more than respectable .357 batting average.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Popped up. Santana is there to make the play, and Adrian's retired on just one pitch.
Catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Changeup in for a strike. Now here's the pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough seasons bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. d'Arnaud, base runner at first with 1 out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Got him.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Lagares is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of. 0-1, here's the pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Two men are on with two men out. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball two. The 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. Crawford gloves it. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. Two left for the Mets. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Paul Sewald has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 51, Paul Sewald.
Settling in now, Michael Franco. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. That misses. 2-0. Two balls and a strike. Franco ahead with a 3-1 count now. J.P. Crawford is on deck. The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He'll try it again. 3-2. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
2-0 count, and the pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1. Jorge Alfaro waits on deck. A runner at first with no outs here. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Conforto is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Stepping into the box, Jorge Alfaro. First pitch coming, here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Franco stands at first with one out. And a possible double play ball here for Cabrera. To second for one. Over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He'll lead it off against Vince Velasquez. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder. Two and one.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Drilled down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this two-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
The 3-2 pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8. Ready once again, Michael Conforto. His lifetime line against Velasquez been pretty good. 5 for 12. 2 of those hits were for home runs. First offering on its way.
Nope.
Ball 1.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. The 2-0. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard down the line. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, he'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Here's Jay Bruce now. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. And a fastball just a bit up.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Now the 2-0. Yanked fouled off to the right. Now the 2-1 pitch. On the ground to the left side. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try to do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Hector Neris will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Yasmuel Valentin will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Into the box now, Wilmer Flores. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The 0-1 pitch. Here's his splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Now to the plate, Adrian Gonzalez. His career numbers against Hector Neris. He's 0 for 4. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Two and 0 now.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the bases loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Conforto, the runner at third. Bruce on second. Flores at first with no outs. That one's in there on the black. 2-1. The 2-1 home. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one as they pull even. It's 6-6 now.
What a great swing right there. It's such a tough situation. You knock the donut off your bat, and you know first thing that enters your mind is grand slam and tie in this game. But that puts so much pressure on you. What a way to be able to handle his nerves in a big situation and come through with a clutch grand slam.
In now, Travis d'Arnaud. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ball and no strikes. Here it is. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left as they move out in front 7-6.
Yeah, talk about two guys clutching up when it matters the most. The first home run draws them even, but the next one gives them the lead. Two guys rising to the occasion right there, and this ball game has been turned on its head.
Number 33 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 33.
Stepping in now, Ahmed Rosario. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Popped him up. Santana is there. He's got it one away.
Now batting, pitcher.
A.J. Reed will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 24, A.J. Reed.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. No home runs as of yet, and 3 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Reed, a previous member of the Houston Astros, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected. Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. The 2-2 is on the ground to the left side, a base hit, and that gets through for a one-out base hit. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send them back to the top of the order with one away in the inning.
He doubled up on that one, Danny. Back-to-back changeups. Nice job by the batter right there, staying on that pitch.
So that's one of the things that this pitcher will do, though, Mark. His changeup is so good, he's not afraid to throw it back-to-back pitches.
Into the box as Drupal Cabrera, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0 home is a slider that can't catch the outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Two-0 count, the pitch. 2-1 the count. Runners on first with one down. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Fouled away. The next 3-2. And another foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. Hit out towards second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
It's a grinder, AB. 3-2 changeup, and he's able to stay back and drive it for a base hit. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat.
Digging in now, Brandon Nimmo. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Reed over at second. Cabrera at first, one gone. Popped up. Franco has room in foul territory, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hard ground ball to third. There is Franco. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. But not before they come up with 6 runs this half inning on the strength of a couple of home runs. We've played 8 full. It's the Mets 7 and the Phillies 6. Jerry Blevins comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Jerry Blevins.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Yasmuel Valentin. He leads things off here in what's now a very close ball game.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Yasmuel Valentin has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
And in steps Scott Kingery as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Nimmo will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams. The head-to-head numbers against Jerry Blevins. He's 1 for 4. He's set. Here it comes. The fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0. He's running. That's a strike to throw down.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. In there, no balls and a strike. Here comes the 0-1. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. Gone! And with 2 out in the 9th, they have taken the lead. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as they grab an 8-7 lead. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Yeah, Matt, it's always tough to score runs here, this big ballpark in Citi Field. Heck, D-Roll, they've moved the fences in a couple of different times here to make it easier for the Mets hitters.
You know, this has been such an impressive hitting performance today by this offense, considering the fact that we're in Citi Field, although aesthetically pleasing, not for an offensive ball player.
Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line up, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
In now, Aaron Altair.
She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
I know this is not his finest moment, but we're not going to panic right here. This guy has been doing this a long time, a veteran that won't let the emotion get to him.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. The 1-2. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Metropolitans. It's the Phillies 8 and the Mets 7. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Pat Neshek is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Batting in the 5th spot, number 93, Pat Neshek. Now playing center field and batting the 7th spot.
Striding in to start the ninth, Jay Bruce, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Ready with the 1-0 now to Bruce. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. The Metropolitans find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball.
Count even at 2-2. Ripped down the first base line, and he'll take this to the bag himself. One gone here in the ninth. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. Digging in and looking for more, Wilmer Flores. He singled his last time up. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. So 1-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
And hey, if the first baseman is playing straight up there, that's probably a double down the line. But in order to prevent that late in the game, they had him guarding the line, and it obviously worked out perfectly.
Here's Adrian now.
This is a close one so far, but really go back to that last at bat. That grand slam he hit really kept them in this game.
Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Nashik, a right-hander standing 6'3". He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind at the top of the ninth. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
A one-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. Philadelphia came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Number 33 earns his third win of the year in relief. Pat Neshek wraps it up for the save, his 41st of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Mets, 7 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening, and please drive home safely.